Hey everybody, Alicia here with Terradrift. And fun fact about me, I like fire. Always have. It's great, especially in the outdoors. Well, definitely in the outdoors. Fires indoors should be strictly contained to a fireplace. Although, so should fires outdoors contained to fire pits. I mean, otherwise it's a wildfire and, well, But we're getting slightly off topic here because we're not talking about fire in general today. We are talking about a fire pit. Specifically, the Bonfire from Solo Stove. Now, we've tested Solo Stove's products with their nifty smokeless technology before, most recently in our test of various camp stoves. Look how cute that teeny little version of the Bonfire is. And we were impressed. So we wanted to see how a backyard version of this innovative fire pit performed. So we grabbed the Dandy's vegan marshmallows, collected some firewood, dead and downed wood only, of course, and started us ablaze. The goal? To find out if the bonfire is indeed smokeless as it claims, who's gonna like it best, and if it's really worth the price tag. Now, right off the bat, it was super easy to get a fire going in this thing. Plenty of space at the bottom and a vented removable base plate means this thing facilitates airflow like a boss. Well, that and the brand's signature 360-degree airflow design. That's all the vent holes in and around this double-walled contraption that superheats the air in order to burn off smoke before it can get to your clothes and hair. It works via a double-walled design where air moves through the bottom of the drum and up through the top vent holes to add more oxygen to the fire. This helps create a sort of secondary burn that allows the Solo Stove to burn hot while creating much less smoke than traditional fire pits. Because science. Am I right? Now, I won't say the Bonfire is entirely smoke-free, and the feature works best when the fire is burning hot, but when standing around it for an hour or so during one test, we never had to shuffle to escape eye-watering smoke. Did I smell a little like campfire afterwards? Sure, but way less than I did the last time I used a state park fire pit. And that night, I also relocated my chair approximately 57 times to avoid bursting out in tears when smoke came over and tried to suffocate me. So rude, smoke. But a hot, almost smoke-free fire, success. And it looked good doing it. I mean, this is a stylish piece of backyard decor here. But let's talk about the cons for a sec, because the Bonfire isn't going to be everyone's cup of tea, naturally. That's mostly because it doesn't put off much heat unless you're right over the bowl, and it's not cheap. It gets even more expensive once you start adding on accessories. But the accessories are kind of what makes it so cool. But for as many people who prefer a backyard bonfire for heat, there are just as many people who are looking for ambiance or ultimate functionality. In fact, the people I see most enjoying this guy are families or folks in suburban neighborhoods who want a stylish, modern-looking fire pit to put on their porch or in their yard that they're more likely to use for s'mores parties with the kids or weekend chill sessions as opposed to warming campsite bonfires. There are, of course, accessories to broaden the bonfire's appeal, as I mentioned. A stand, for instance, keeps it off the ground to protect your grass or deck from the heat. A shield keeps embers and sparks from setting your garden ablaze. A lid covers those last burning embers, so again, you don't set your garden on fire when you go in for the night. Plus, it turns the fire pit into a tabletop when you're not burning anything in it. There's also a grill attachment for the top and, wait for it, a pizza oven. Yeah, you can make pizza over this thing. Wild, right? Yeah, Josh says he definitely needs one of those. There's also a heat deflector, maybe the most functional add-on, which, as the name implies, redirects heat downward and outward, so more of your body stays toasty if you're seated around the fire. But at that point, you are spending a lot of cash in exchange for the multifunctional appeal. I'm not saying you shouldn't spend the cash, of course. I mean, heck, this is a good-looking fire pit. And if aesthetics take precedent over heat for you, well, there's nothing wrong with that. And this is an excellent choice. I mean, I know I don't always look like it, okay, but I appreciate good style, okay? I do. And what could be considered a con on cool fall evenings could also be a pro in warmer months. I mean, I love outdoor fires year round, but they're often too much for the summer. Not with the Bonfire though. You can still have marshmallow roasting parties when it's 90 degrees out, and it's not gonna make you run for air conditioning in the first 30 seconds of being lit. So is the Solo Stove Bonfire for everyone? Well, no, of course not, but we think there's a pretty notable group of backyard bonfire lovers who are absolutely gonna dig it. And I mean, A pizza oven accessory? Heck yes, I want to make wood-fired pizza in my backyard. Like, what? Long story short, the Bonfire is a rad, tolerably portable fire pit that's not only almost entirely smokeless, but stylish and versatile, given the number of accessories available. It may not give off the same amount of heat as some other designs without a few of those accessories, but again, if it's the minimalist aesthetics, ease of use, and absence of smoke trying to suffocate you that you're after, well, then this does the job, and it does it well. So we'll drop a link to the Solo Stove Bonfire in the description. But before you scramble away and add to cart, pretty please hit that thumbs up and hit subscribe and ring the bell if you enjoyed this video, because there's a way more where that came from. And then join us on all the socials. You know the ones. We're at Terradrift on all of them. And on terradrift.com, you'll find even more content, like lists of fire pits for any backyard. Yup, even balcony. But while you're here, you should definitely check out some more of these premium videos. They're all great. Every single one of them. You should watch them. Then get out there, don't catch your garden on fire, and wander on.